Oh, fight, 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 big bag of rats.
Uh-oh, what's going on now?
Primary day.
Getting awkward.
Trump attorney caught off guard after Dr. Oz won't call the election stolen. Christina Bob, is that what you are? What you do?
Hey!
Oh, man.
You're working like ultra blue today.
Yeah.
I meant apple bobbing. What did you think
It's
I
a
meant?
blue wave.
Yeah, it's cerulean.
There you go.
Christina Bob is an attorney for Trump, struggled to explain why her boss would endorse Dr. Oz for Senate if the candidate will not falsely say that the 2020 election was stolen. He refused to call the election rigged or stolen in an interview yesterday. Dr. Oz said, I want to be careful. They just do not know what to do. They really don't. Okay. Yes, as you know, Oz was a very controversial endorsement by your boss, Donald Trump, and now you add to it when asked by David Brody, do you think the last election was stolen? He basically wouldn't answer. Bob said, ooh, that's a tough response.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, when he goes, ooh.
That's going to sting.
Ooh.
I would not put it past him to unendorse him in the middle of today.
I do too.
Is the voting started yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So they're saying, because they're going to say he's going to claim victory either way.
Yeah.
Right.
The monster has lost control of his monsters.
Yes.
Am I right? Like,
Yes.
The original monster, we gave him electricity, and so now that monster.
Well, this one's super duper.
That's super duper. Yeah, Kathy Barnett's a super duper character, right? Right.
Poor Chris.
This is like Young Frankenstein, but it's the monster that the monster built.
Yes.
Right.
Donald Trump built this army of monsters that now even he can't control.
Right.
The bride of the monster.
Which is they are all collectively putting on the Ritz.
Poor Chris.
That's what primary. Officially, today's Republican primary is. Which monster is going to emerge from the swamp? Or I'm sorry, the big bag of rats. Fight, 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 fight. You're all equally awful and equally crazy. No real winners. Just let us know when rat comes out of the bag. It's fantastic.
What if they all kill themselves? Like nobody comes out of the bag.
Can we find the original, what do you call it, Gene Wilder speech? You are beautiful.
It's right before
We
we
had that,
watched.
actually. That might be in there.
Yeah.
Probably is.
It's
We
what
just
he's
watched
built.
that.
This is the army of monsters he's built.
We just
That
watched
are
that
like
movie.
you. You're not Trumpy enough, Trump. We need people that are Trumpia. And now here's Donald Trump is saying, listen to me carefully. Put the candle back. Put the candle back. And it's too late.
Listen to me very carefully. Put the candle back.
You cannot put the candle back.
No, it's toothpaste.
Do we have that? Look at you. You are
I
beautiful.
can't find it.
It's around there somewhere.
Who is smarter, more handsome than you? I gave you life. Oh, God. I don't. Good Lord. It's like Island of Dr. Moreau primary day.
Yeah.
On the Republican side.
Lord of the Flies.
Right?
Mention Madison Cawthorn.
Now,
Jody, let's review. We're going to march and
vote.
and vote. In
It didn't-
huge numbers. That's the only way. The only way, every time we have one of these, we say it's the only way is to get more Democratic senators. Yes.
Isn't in the church shooting over the weekend? Weren't they able to detain the guy because he was going to change his magazines?
Yeah.
So he didn't have a high capacity magazine. So when he ran out of bullets, that's when they got him.
Yeah. What is with our society? They had to. Didn't they have to?
They hogtied him with
They tackled him and hogtied him with extension cords. And
Until they got zip ties, I think.
It was a
half the
church.
flights in America, we have to duct tape someone to their seat. Is
Yep.
there just there's a whole problem in addition to
Yep.
it, right?
Apparently, the minister also threw a chair at him.
He
Yeah,
threw a chair at him.
that's how they knocked him out, I think.
Yeah, every public event now has to be a Jerry Springer show. Apparently, extension cords, duct tape. Okay.
But
Throw-
again,
throw-
the
throw
only
Do you
it-
reason
do that
they
on
were
your
able-
flights now? Do you think which person is most likely to be duct taped to their seat at my gate right now?
Point of order.
Yes.
Chair throwing was Geraldo.
Geraldo,
That's
pardon me.
true. That is true.
Okay. All right. Senator Chris Murphy, one more.
But in the wake of this Buffalo shooting, it may be that we have to, put a vote up in the Senate or in the House, show the American people where folks stand. I mean, why on earth do you need a 30-round magazine or a 100-round drum of ammunition to protect your home or to shoot for sport?
You don't.
You don't.
You
don't
don't.
need a weapon of war in the first place. Okay, give me 12. Let's check one more. Senator Schumer yesterday.
This is a poison that's being spread by one of the largest news organizations in our country. Now, to its credit, this morning, the Wall Street Journal editorial board, which is run by the same elites who run Fox News, owned by the same people, the Wall Street Journal editorial board wrote that, quote, politicians and media figures have an obligation to condemn such conspiratorial notions as white replacement theory. Those are the words of the Wall Street Journal editorial page. They are right, but condemning racist ideologies and violence is necessary, but hardly sufficient.
All of the same memes we hear, right? Good guy with a gun. As we keep saying, how much more of a good guy with a gun? This is a retired police officer that did the best he could and is now dead. And this happens time after time, and they still persist with this good guy with a gun thing. The president yesterday.
We pay tribute to all law enforcement officers and their families who understand what it takes, what's at risk to save and protect all of us. And that includes paying tribute to the Buffalo police officer Aaron Slater, who gave his life trying to save others when a gunman shot and killed 10 innocent people in a grocery store in Buffalo on Saturday. He actually was able to shoot the assailant twice, but he had on a bulletproof vest, and he lost his life in the process.
Yeah, because voters, as we keep saying, are prepared to go into Fallujah. People going to a supermarket, even a security guard, are not.
Well, and they have the element of surprise.
Right. Okay, so happy Dr. Island of Dr. Moreau primary day on the Republican side. Fight. Big bag of rats day. And also, as we said, young Frankenstein, the monster has lost control of his monsters. Okay, so we don't, what's happening? Day.
Would this make the woman in Pennsylvania, Kathy, would that make her the Madeline Kahn bride character from Young Frankenstein?
I don't know. But Donald Trump was her boyfriend. Donald Trump was definitely her boyfriend. Yeah.
He was my boyfriend!
That's what she said yesterday about being at January 6th. I went to listen to my president, who was my...
I am Paul Blucher.
She's there marching next to two guys, Proud Boys, that were indicted. But that's not important now. She's actually on the ballot for the Senate.
Yeah. And Hannity took her to task for that.
Oh, fight. Big bag
I
of rats.
thought he liked the Proud Boys.
Big bag of rats.
He likes Dr. Oz because Trump endorsed Dr. Oz.
Because TV man on TV.
Exactly.
I'm so confused.
TV man.
So confused.
Like TV man.
Whoever's writing their fanfic is terrible.
No kidding.
Do you think that's what happened? Like, just the racist MAGA hordes were like, TV man, he's brown lady Oprah. And then they turn, and then the monsters turned, and they started putting on the Ritz. I think that's what happened.
I don't know.
That may happen to Kathy Barnett. They might be like, crazy, we like crazy. Too much brown. She's brown.
In case you haven't noticed.
In case you haven't noticed, he's black.
Okay, and Representative Omayaya, I don't know what is happening with Representative Omayaya. On the one day before the primary voters hit the polls, Trump re-endorsed. Vote Omayaya. So we were saying polling way back when it showed him ahead. So North Carolina voters, they're good with the coke orgies, but the cousin
polling
face,
the cousin humping.
They're undecided on that.
The cousin humping.
Yeah, they're undecided on the naked
polling, like Travis.
cousin humping.
Cousin polling.
Naked cousin humping. Yes or no? Undecided. Not sure yet. Okay, so Trump, and this is what I love, is the most disgusting man in the universe, Hooker Pete man. He reportedly found Cawthorn's behavior gross. And had been considering whether to rescind his endorsement, but Cawthorn's unwavering support of the big lie got Trump back in line, because that's all that matters. What is everything about, Jody? Him. Everything is only about Trump. It is only, the big lie is about him not being a loser. So if you're okay with that, okay, which is why he still may unendorse Dr. Oz, who would not say the election was rigged and stolen, even though he sort of implied that, but okay. All right. So, yes, he was. Trump was apparently weirded out by.
It's just because the cousin was a boy and not a girl.
Okay. Yeah. So he found that weird. The pageant creeper, hooker P guy.
It's only because the cousin was not a girl. That's the only reason.
Yesterday, he put out a statement from the office. The At 18 years of age, Madison Cawthorn, the now 26-year-old congressman of the great state of North Carolina, went through a life-changing event, the likes of which, fortunately, few people will ever have to endure. In just seconds, he lost the use of the lower half of his body. A traumatic experience, to say the least. When Madison was first elected to Congress, he did a great job. Recently, he made some foolish mistakes, which I don't believe he'll make again. Let's give Madison a second chance.
Oh, I don't think he'll not make them again.
Foolish mistakes like the naked.
Well, the foolish mistake was recording it on video.
Oh my God! Oh.
By the way, that video, the lower half of his body seemed to be
Moving
Pretty ambulatory.
Yeah, he was moving just fine.
Okay, we're not going to get into that.
more action than I've seen.
I mean, how do
And
you
your
get
legs work.
What?
How do you get abs
I'm
like
not
his?
entirely sure about that. What?
The only mistake he made was recording it on video.
Yeah.
Well,
That's going to be a problem for a lot of people his age.
yeah,
these days.
a lot of people his age record everything they do on video.
That's problematic.
Yes.
Do we have one of our songs that we...
That was, I just did it.
No, the Oh My Yaya song, one of them. Which one do we like best? Ooga Chaka?
He just did Ooga Chaka for you.
Lady Marmalade?
I just
Lion King?
She
Lion
can't
Sleeps
hear.
Tonight?